Riley.
Hi, how are you? Good, how are you?
Good to see you. You doing okay?
Mm-hmm.
So how long have you been playing now?
Since like for about 2 years.
For about 2 years? Seriously? Okay. What grade are you in now?
I'm in 8th grade.
8th grader. Gonna go to high school.
Mm-hmm.
Where are you gonna go?
La Cueva.
To La Cueva?
Yeah.
You gonna try to play golf there?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah? You wanna try to make some good tryouts? Be on the team? That's
Yeah.
great. Good for you. And you've been playing on the, did you play in the middle school team?
Yeah.
At Desert Ridge?
Mm-hmm.
How often are you getting to play?
Well, I don't know. We usually go out and practice like quite a bit, but I feel like the season's been really boring.
You haven't been out much? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. But maybe once or twice a week? Is that about right? Yeah? Now, do you guys have your handicap? Do they establish your handicap anywhere
no.
for middle school golf? Okay. What is what are your average scores?
I usually shoot
In the 50s? Okay. And that's at what golf course are you playing at?
mainly
The UNO North course?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's a regulation type course. So, okay, so you're in the 50s, like mid-50s?
Yeah,
Mid-50s?
probably.
What's your best score ever?
Something, it was like
In the 40s? Low 40s? Where was that?
probably like, I think it's
Los Altos? On the,
Yeah.
was it like on the executive course? Okay, okay. Okay, good. All right. Any other sports that you like to play besides golf?
I'm gonna do track.
Oh, you're going to do track? Oh, I bet you'll be good. You got long legs,
Yeah.
so good. So you're going to do track at La Cueva?
I don't mean sure. I mean,
So other than track, anything else? Do you have any other hobbies or anything? Anything else you like to do?
to read.
You like to
Other
read?
than that,
Yeah.
yeah.
What do you like to read?
Right now I'm reading like The Last Wave, so kind of it's like sci-fi, but it's
Oh, do you like the sci-fi? Yeah,
Mhm.
my girls both like sci-fi stuff. I've never been able to get into that sci-fi
Yeah.
for whatever
It's
reason.
a little
but
strange.
yeah,
But
but it keeps you entertained.
yeah.
My oldest daughter hated to read, and finally we got her into like and all
Oh,
that,
yeah.
and now it's like she reads that stuff all the time. So it's
Yeah.
like we finally found something that she wanted to read. So, Riley, do you have any injuries or anything that I need to know about? Okay. Any, so no physical limitations, nothing hurts when you swing. Okay. Yeah, I figured probably not, but we always need to talk about those things. So, do you know? You may or may not know this, but do you know how you learn best? Do you know if you're more of an audio learner, more of a visual, or do you like to learn through movement? Like when you're making a change in your swing, do you like somebody to show you how to do it, put you in that position?
That and like visual kind of.
And visual, you like to see. So if somebody's showing you, like demonstrating, does that make sense to you?
Yeah.
So you think you have maybe a little bit of a visual sense,
Mhm.
but then you also do you need to be able to feel it as well?
Yeah. Like I feel like put me in like
Put you in that position.
Yeah.
That makes sense to you too. You can recall that into your memory and then recreate it. Okay. Okay, that's good. So kind of I think we're a lot alike in that sense. I'm kind of a combination of those two learning styles. So, okay, well, good. So one of the things I like to make sure my students are doing is you're always stretching, okay, before you play now. And I know you're young, so you probably are less prone to injury than somebody old like me, but we still want to make sure that we're moving the body, right? And we're making sure that we're, especially in the wintertime, right? Because our muscles have a tendency to get kind of tight. So do you stretch before you play? Usually do? Okay. Do you do stuff like
Yeah.
this? Just kind of clear your muscles. I think that's pretty good because that gets right in your back. And plus it's okay. So that's a good one. And then I just like to kind of lift above your head and then just kind of gets into the side of your body and lats a little bit too. And then you custom fit for these golf clubs? Did you go through a club fitting, or did you just buy them?
Well, I don't know. We just kind of did my height.
Okay.
Just kind of.
Did you actually go to a fitting date? Like, did you go to like one of the courses and go through a whole fitting? Did they check like the lie angle or anything?
I don't think they checked the angle, but like.
But they measured you.
Yeah, but they like had me like I demoed.
You did demo. Okay. Where'd you do that at?
I think I got them. I think we might have demoed a few of them at Arroyo, but I don't think one it was like golf course. I think it was.
It's one of the golf courses. Okay. But you did hit some shots and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. And they look like they're pretty standard ladies. Could possibly be maybe just a little bit longer than standard, but okay. Yeah, and you might continue to grow. It's hard to say. You see girls sometimes will stop growing, right?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, these actually might be a little bit longer. These actually might be closer to men's standard because I'm measuring it against mine, and that's about what they are. So good. So that'll probably carry you through high school, maybe college. So talk to me a little bit about your goals. Have you set some goals for yourself?
Every time I like go out and hit, I don't know, I just try not to hit bad shots.
Try not to hit bad shots.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mainly, but I don't know. Whenever I play, I just always want to do like better.
Try to improve. So when you try to improve, are you trying to improve your score every time, or are you trying to improve the hit?
Usually my score, but that has something to do with like the hit and stuff.
Right. So you said your lowest was a 42, but your average is like 50 to 55.
Yeah.
Have you set, just in terms of a long-term goal, have you set some scoring goals for yourself? You normally play 9 holes, right? Do you ever play 18? Or?
I've played it before, but I don't usually keep score
Okay. Okay. All right.
I don't have like a specific like score or anything that I try to get
Yeah.
to, just
Try
try to get lower.
to get lower than the one before. So right now, on the regulation course, maybe your lowest is 50. I mean, would you like to, like maybe by next year, do you know what it's going to take to make it on the La Jolla team? Do you know what they have to shoot or anything?
No, but I know a few girls that are on there from the team last year, but and they I mean I guess I don't know. I think that I could make it on there, but I
Yeah,
need
I
to
think-
like work on
Yeah, I
a
think
few
you
things.
too. Okay, so maybe just if we were to cut off, say, on 9 holes, maybe would you be happy with 3 or 4 shots?
Yeah.
Lowering your score maybe to be shooting like 46, 47, something like that? Okay. Well, let's talk specifically about here in the next 20 minutes. Is there something that you can think of that I could help you with that would be a short-term goal? Is there a particular shot or anything that you can think of that would help you?
Not like off the top of
At the top of your head? Are you struggling more with your longer clubs or your shorter clubs right now?
Mainly, kind of like maybe the irons like in between, kind of.
The in between irons. So
Yeah, like-
show me like your
8, 9, 7.
your 7, 8, 9. Okay. And when you struggle with them, what's happening? What are your misses like?
Mainly hitting them like hitting on top, or like just the aim is like way off.
The aim or the strike?
Well, I think the strike, because I like hit it on the toe and then it
Goes a little bit to the right.
Yeah.
Okay. So some of your shots with these particular clubs are going to the right. So are you missing greens?
Yeah.
Okay. So do you know? Do you guys keep track of how many greens you hit in regulation?
No, but I got myself in
So do you keep,
Yeah, so I
you
can
kinda-
keep track,
You have an
yeah.
idea. Okay. Are you able to reach the par fours yet?
In
In 2?
In 2 I probably can, but
If you
not,
hit good
like,
shots?
Yeah, if I hit good shots, but
Okay.
usually no.
So you have enough length off of the tee so that your approach shot you would potentially be hitting one of these clubs in. Is that on the shorter course or on the regular length course?
I think like from the Reds, I think.
From the Reds. Okay, but from maybe at Arroyo or
Or yeah,
maybe other
probably.
courses. Okay. I mean, I obviously know. I'm pretty sure you can at Los Altos on the par 3 courses you can hit that, but on the regulation course you can still hit the greens.
Yeah.
Okay. But if you're missing them, you're primarily going to be missing them to the right. If you miss, usually to the right. Okay. So let's say in 9 holes, okay, you have approach shots. Well, we have to take out the par 3, so you have 7 approach shots. Okay, just hypothetically speaking. How many times out of those 7 approach shots that you have do you think you leave it out to the right?
Probably maybe 4 or 5 times.
4 or 5 times you'll miss it to the right. Okay, and then what does that leave you?
Either like a really tricky shot, like out of a bunker, or from like a hill or something.
Side hill lies and probably some difficult situations, especially if the pin's on the right side and you miss it to the right, then you have kind of a short-sighted situation where you're forced to hit some real fancy chip shot or something like that. So that makes it kind of difficult, right? When you're having to get up and down all the time, and you're not hitting greens, right? Okay, so right now it sounds like you're maybe hitting on 9 holes 2 greens or so.
Yeah.
That sound about right? Okay. So if we could set a goal of maybe hitting, you tell me, what do you think? What would be a good goal? Double it?
Yeah, probably.
Do you think we could do that? If you could hit 4 greens in regulation, right? That would be 8 in an 18-hole round. But I think that would be, that'd be great. I mean, so let's see if we can do that today. Maybe we'll create some greens out there and see how we do. Okay. So do you know how far you hit these clubs? First of all,
My 7-iron I hit like a little over 100.
a little over 100. Okay, so maybe 110.
Yeah.
Okay.
And my 8-iron is like 100, but I usually hit it like when it's like 95.
95 to 100. Okay.
Yeah, and then 9-iron, it's just kind of a little less, like maybe 90.
Okay. So you're getting about, it sounds like about a 10-yard gap in between your holes, right? Which is pretty good. We say somewhere between 7 and 10 is about right. So, okay. Well, let's do this. Let's look out here, and you kind of tell me what club do you think you would hit? You see these 2 yellow posts. What would you hit if I said we're going to try to fly these golf balls maybe right in between those? Like the post is maybe the front of the green and the second post is the back of the green. We're just going to have to kind of create some stuff in our head here, right? We're visual learners, so
Yeah.
let's create a green. Let's create a sand.
I might hit maybe like sand wedge.
Is it sand wedge?
I
You think it's that? Is it that short? Okay.
Well, I don't know, just by the looks.
You know what? Let's do this. I want you to just hit. I'm going to grab your 9 for right now, okay?
Okay.
Because I know you said 7, 8, 9. Let's start with a 9. I want you to hit a couple shots in that direction just so that we can get an idea of how far you're hitting it, and then we can figure out what our target's going to be. And I'm just going to let you hit 4 or 5, and I'm not going to say anything right away, okay? Just hit when I'm not here, and we'll talk after. Maybe not that severe.
Well, no.
Okay. Okay, so we hit a couple, maybe not ideal shots, right? You know, I know you don't probably hit them all like that, but your tendency is sometimes to top the ball. Is it to top it a little bit or leave it out to the right a little bit? Okay. So there was one thing that kind of stands out in your swing that I think we can address that I think is maybe going to help us in terms of creating a little better move as you start your downswing, you kind of throw the club out like this. I call it casting. Have you ever heard of that word casting? Has anybody ever said you have a little bit of a cast at the top?
Yeah.
Okay. So what that means again is just that your club kind of does this. It's like, have you ever gone fishing?
Yeah.
Right? So it's kind of that move. Okay. So not ideal, because when we do that, what happens is we throw out our energy a little bit too early. Okay. And what happens is the club head has a tendency to try to beat our hands to the ball. Okay. So come stand right over here and you might be able to see a little bit better. But when you cast, okay, you go here, the club head beats the hands, and then a lot of times we'll top it, right?
Okay.
It can also cause you to leave it out to the right, okay? Because the club will kind of come back like this and you'll catch it on the toe, okay? So I think what I'd like to have you do is work on a drill that's called the pump drill, okay? And it's real simple. All you're gonna do is take the club back about 3/4 of the way, okay? And then we're gonna get you, I call it pump because we're just gonna go pump, pump, and on the third one, then we're gonna release, okay? What that's gonna do, Rylee, that's gonna help us to maintain this angle between the club shaft and our left arm, okay? This is what we're after, okay? This right here is what we're trying to get rid of, okay? So we're gonna go pump, again, pump, pump, and release. And I'm gonna do one more thing. I'm gonna put a T in your grip, okay?
Okay.
So that this is kind of your reminder, okay? When you're swinging down, right? We're going to be pulling the grip end and that T towards the ball, okay? What happens if I go like this?
It doesn't
Kind of goes behind me, right? You see that? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, so we just want to go here. So again, it's just going to be real short swings for right now, okay? And we may not get to hit towards our ultimate target, but I think this is going to be really helpful in the long run, okay?
Do I hit the ball?
Yeah.
Like through?
Yeah. Why don't you do this? Do the drill first, okay? So a couple times without hitting it, and then we'll go ahead and hit some shots. It's gonna be like this. Pump, and again on the third one. I'm gonna look at one thing here too that you just kind of pick up on. You got a little bit closer. Okay, you have your hands are a little bit split apart, okay? And your right hand is kind of split from your left. I'm gonna see if we can get your hands a little closer together. Okay. This should help you hold on to the club and be able to get into this position a little bit easier. Okay. When your hands get split apart like that, sometimes our right hand, just our grip, can kind of cause us to go like this and put us in that casting move. Or you choke down just a little bit too. I feel like those clubs just might be a teeny bit too long right now. Here, here, and release. Okay? All right. So we're choking down just slightly, okay? Hands are a little bit closer together, closing that gap, and then we're gonna pump it twice. Go ahead, and then we'll pump, pump. Okay, good. One more time, let's try to brush the grass. Okay, it's all right. Okay, you feel a little bit of pressure right here? You're pushing it in. Yeah. Okay. This is what we're trying to maintain. Okay. This flex position here.
Yeah.
You want that? All right. Okay. Yeah, hit it. Just grip changes, I'm sorry, sometimes can be kind of painful. So we want to make sure we have pretty good pressure in our left, okay? And our right hand is going to be pretty relaxed, okay? So here's the thing: if you get back here and you put any pressure into this hand, where does it sit? You see what happens? Do you feel it? Right? Then it causes this to happen, right? If we keep this soft and we force our left hand to be in control, then we're going to be able to maintain this. Okay. Ready? Feel it?
Yeah.
So it's like we're storing our energy, really, like holding on. We're storing that energy, that club staying behind us until the last second, and then boom, then we're letting it go, right? Okay. Good. So the fastest point of your mouse wheel is actually happening right here, right? Not back here. Yeah. Okay, so we're choking down. We got the hands close together. We're doing a little shorter swing, and then just let it go. Pump it, pump it. Okay, it's okay. And in between one, right? Wasn't it perfect? Because we still got the right hand. Did you feel a little? Did you feel a little throw out with your? I'll call it a throw out. It's kind of releasing a little bit early. Anything there? Do you feel anything there?
Well, it just like didn't like, I don't know, it felt like it just,
Kind of throw your hands at it a little bit. Okay. Okay. Lots of these, okay? You could even have your dad or your sister work on this with you. Have them hold the club here, and then you just pull. You pull down the back of your left hand, right? You feel that?
yeah.
Good. Keep pulling with your left side. Good. So your right side's right is staying passive, right?
Yeah.
It's being activated on the left. There you go. Good. Okay. Nice. All right. So that's probably flying, I don't know, 85? Does that sound about right? Okay. So what you're going to find, Riley, as you continue to work on this, you're going to start hitting the ball a lot further. Okay. So
Hard, yeah.
you may be, you might start hitting the ball, you might fly a few greens here and there, but I think adding a little bit of yardage, being able to hit a 9-iron into a green versus a 7-iron, you're probably going to be better off. Yeah. And hopefully we can eliminate too, right? Doing this, we're going to eliminate that right side and get rid of those right side misses. Okay. That was the old swing.
Yeah.
Did you feel a difference?
Yeah, a little
bit.
Yeah.
What did you feel?
It was just more kind of like force.
More force with the right
Yeah.
hand. Okay. All right. So we're just going to continue to work on developing the left side, right? Getting the left side to be a little bit more of a leader, and relaxing your right side.
Yeah.
Okay. A couple more. Better? I didn't leave it out to the right. Okay, so just to kind of summarize, right? Talked about wanting to hit the ball a little bit more solid, not lose it to the right so much because that's causing us to miss greens, right? So we're going to work on this punt drill for the most part. There you go. So it's right here, okay? All right, so this angle right here, it's almost like you're squeezing these two things closer together rather than further apart, right? If this gets further apart, then again, we're playing catch up, right? And then we get right here, and guess what?
Yeah.
We know what that feels like, right? Okay. All right. And important to keep the hands together so they work as a unit. Okay. Looks good, Riley. Good setup. Okay, it's close. Kind of just get a little bit too much with the right side. Okay, and short swings. Short swings are going to be better right now because that's going to really help you to feel that. pushed a little bit. Okay. All right. Relax. I want the right hand to be just along for the ride. Okay. It's okay. It's close. Still a little bit out. Okay. One last thing I want you to do. Okay. I want you to take some swings. Okay. This hand right here. Okay. I want you to just take some swings with your left arm only. Okay. What this is going to do, it's going to strengthen this side of your body. Okay. So that this can start to be a little bit more of a leadership role. Okay. We're going to deactivate this a little bit because your right side's a little too active, right? That's why golf's hard because we're right-handed, but we're telling our left side to do the work, right? Yeah. Okay. So a lot of swings with just your left hand. Okay. Let's see if we can do this. Okay. It's hard, isn't it?
Yeah, my right.
Your right hand wants to take over.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to get to where, there you go. Just this in itself is activating this muscle, and that's going to help strengthen you just a little bit, right? You're still young, and you're still getting, developing your muscles and so forth. And this is a muscle right here we need to activate.
Yeah.
Feel it? You're just doing this, just holding that club in that position. That would be really good. Okay. Maybe even a weighted club too. Right?
Yeah.
So we need a weighted club just to kind of develop those muscles.
Yeah.
Okay?
Okay.
Well, I think you're going to do it. I think you're going to drop those, get that handicap to drop, or those scores to drop.